Secondhand Blasters. This is Normatico here, and today I am going to be reviewing yet another offering from the Fortnite series. Oh my gosh, I think I say this like many other parents, when is this game ever going to end? I'm just kidding. No offense to anyone who plays Fortnite, it's actually kind of fun. But what I don't really appreciate is how many blaster tie-ins Hasbro is focusing on with this series. I think that they're going on almost 20 now. Maybe more. I don't know. But today I'm actually going to be talking about the Ruff HR Fortnite Blaster. Ruff HR. Anyways, try to say that 10 times fast. This blaster, it is currently on sale for $19.99 at Walmart. I believe the standard price is in the $30 range. I actually was able to pick this one up off of Mercari. A vendor had it for $13. They said that it was like new, just not in box. I believe that. I'm not going to lie. I do believe it. It did come with a couple of darts. They said that it had never been fired before. That part I can't necessarily verify, only because of the fact that I actually had to open up this blaster to remove a jammed dart from it when I first got it. Now, it is a bolt action blaster. You know, you prime that bolt back, push it forward, and go. It is set to go. That is not the easiest prime, though. All right. That's one negative thing about this blaster. I guess it's not quite like new. Of course, that could be because of the fact that in order to get the jam out of there, it was so jammed in there, I actually had to open up this blaster completely, take it apart, and put it back together, hopefully without breaking it. I have been able to test it, and it does launch, but that is just a little awkward. I might have to take it apart again. Now, the jam door, I want to go ahead and pay attention to this. It is right there on top. It's not very big. You know, it is enough for you to actually see the mechanism in there, and that is pretty tight. Obviously, once you load the dart like that and you prime it, that is where it's going to more than likely get jammed. You have that bolt there, so you're not going to be able to see much there. Now, it does come with a 6-dart magazine. It does have this nice little orange color to it on the front that matches the orange on the rest of the blaster. I will tell you that when I looked at this blaster, the first thing I thought was the helicopter from Magnum PI. I'm probably aging myself, but for those who don't know the reference, now, the color scheme itself, it is very late 70s, early 80s chic. You know, I like the orange, I like the brown, I like the yellow. It looks kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. The plastic, it feels nice and smooth. The Fortnite logo, it is elevated there. So you do have some texture on this blaster. I do wish that they would have gone for the gusto and painted this side white as well. However, you know, it is what it is. It's Hasbro. This right here does feel like a different style of plastic. It has a different grain and texture to it. Not quite the rubbery feel that you would expect that Hasbro managed to do on the AccuStrike series, but it's a good attempt. The stock itself, obviously not adjustable. It's kind of small. Not gonna lie, you do have to kind of chicken wing to aim properly. You do have the iron sights here and here. You do not have any tactical rails. The majority of the Fortnite blasters do not have tactical rails. I've noticed this. The noteworthy exceptions that I've seen are the BASR, the HSR, Heavy Sniper Rifle, yep, and then the Storm Scout. If they have a detachable scope, then they'll have a small rail on it. I believe the SH or the SR, yeah, I'm getting my names mixed up, folks. There are so many blasters. Like I said, there's too many. The SR are the ones that have the tactical rails on them. Anyways, they do not put very many tactical rails on their other offerings, which is kind of a shame because this is the kind of blaster where it would look cool to have a nice little sight on it. They could have done something with this, and sure, it would not have been game authentic necessarily, but it would have been fun. And that's what Nerf is all about, right? Last I checked, is about having fun. Is this a blaster that I would take in a competition? Probably not, because Fortnite blasters, they are not very powerful compared to their Elite 2.0 counterparts, or their Elite counterparts, or their Modulus counterparts, or whatever other brand counterparts you might have. This blaster does have a detachable barrel. Look at that. They actually use an end strike attachment so you can take it on and off without a problem. This is important to me because this is more powerful than this. This short little barrel here, it actually does cause quite a significant drop in feet per second when it shoots out. So keep that in mind. Regarding the distance on this blaster, I will tell you that it doesn't get very far. We are going to do an indoor check because I'm going to tell you right now, even though you can take this outdoors and it is made for outdoor play, this is going to be one that you actually play with a lot indoors. If you have a large bedroom or a large living room, this is safe to play with. You'll see in the chronograph, it really does not shoot very powerfully. I will also tell you that upgrading this spring, if you want to do a spring swap, this spring, the way it mounts inside, it is a very tight fit. It is guided back, and you literally have maybe 0.5 millimeter between where the spring rests on either side of the actual stop for it. So you can't really do much with it. And the plunger tube is much larger than the spring. So I don't know what can be done. And it fits very tightly on the actual plunger rod itself. So it's not like you can thread something on it. You're just going to have to find a way to find a stronger spring. I have searched on Etsy. I have searched online trying to find a upgraded spring for this blaster. I am still yet to find one. I can find them for the BASR, but I believe that the BASR's spring is a little bit larger than this one. This has the interiors almost like a Retaliator, but the spring on the Retaliator will not fit on this because of that carving that I told you about. So I could probably cut it out if I wanted to, maybe dremel the sides a little bit and just redo something, just makeshift there. Who knows, maybe in the future I might do that just so I can actually have this as like a sleeper that shoots a lot more powerful than what it looks. But right now, it's not worth it. This is one of those blasters that I will admit freely is perfect for left-handed people, mainly because of the fact that you have the bolt right here. You can use your right hand and use your left hand as your trigger finger. So as opposed to now, can it slam fire? No, it cannot. So yes, you can technically. However, that does not go really well for slam firing, not with the bolt. You can, I mean, I'm going to say, I need to correct myself because no, you can't. Yes, you can. If you want to lose a lot of accuracy, because the only way you could possibly aim this in slam fire is by just being like this, and, you know, and that just doesn't work. I get why you can slam fire. I do. I get why people would want to slam fire. I really do. I really, really, really do. However, the fact that they put slam fire on a couple of blasters on the Fortnite series, just... I'm, of course, referring to the single-shot shotgun blaster that you have to load each time. What's the point of slam fire on that one? But whatever. Anyways, is it worth the money? I will tell you that you are going to have to determine that after we go through the chronograph test, as well as a little accuracy test. Distance test, I'm going to apologize to you all. I'm not going to be able to show you the true distance in that parking lot that I normally go to. Unfortunately, I have injured myself recently, so I'm going to have to resort to shooting down off of my deck, and we'll be able to get an accurate or semi-accurate measurement. Again, I'm shooting from an elevated position, but my backyard, it goes 60 feet until you get to the fence line, and we'll see. You know, if I can get to the fence, that's a victory, right? I mean, I don't expect much out of this, so And if I shoot one over the fence, that'll be even better. Maybe the neighbors that live in the complex behind me will be so kind as to throw them back over. I have plenty of darts. I don't care. Up next, let's go ahead and go to the chronograph test. Okay, so now for the accuracy test. I'm going to shoot down the hallway from about 25 feet. I'm going to get just in front of the camera here. I'm going to empty out all 6 rounds. We are aiming for that gap between the 2 doors, the closet door and the bedroom door next to it. See if we can actually hit that target with the elite darts. I will say that for the sake of those watching, the first round I don't expect to be very accurate. I'm going to actually not include that in my analysis, only because of the fact that, as I saw in the chrono, usually the first round that is fired from here is kind of wonky. So we will follow up with just the 5 shots afterwards. Okay, so I'm going to apologize, but I am dealing with a little bit of an injury, so I can't go out to the parking lot range that I would normally use. However, up here on the deck of Casa Normatico, that is approximately 65 feet from the top of this deck. So it's not going to be the most scientific measurement of distance. If I can hit that fence or go beyond it, we are definitely going beyond 65 feet. Of course, we are going to be going downhill a little bit, so it's going to be a skewed result. I will do my best to do a trajectory here, and you'll see it in the actual pictograph afterwards. I know math. First up is an angled shot. You know what? We actually went beyond the 65-foot mark. I'm going to say that that one would have landed at about 70 feet. So I'm short a dart now. Straight shot. All right, so we went over 65 feet with this blaster using an angled shot. We hit 65 feet. However, we were above, so we were kind of shooting down. So I'm going to say that when you penalize that, it comes out to be about 55 to 60 feet that we hit comfortably straight. So, I mean, this puts it right there where I would normally see an elite level blaster be at. I wish that it would go a little bit further. Is it safe for backyard play? Yeah, I can shoot across the backyard with this. This is going to be fine. It's probably going to be better for an indoor blaster than anything else, but it's not bad. You know, for something that's going to be used by an 8-year-old, this is really good. The distance that it got was decent. It's better than what I've seen before in the past by certain offerings done by the Fortnite blasters, so we'll see. Up next, I'm actually going to give my final thoughts, and I will let you know whether or not this blaster is worth the price. Okay, so here are my final thoughts regarding the Ruff HR Wrap, whatever, Fortnite rifle. I think it's the Ruff Wrap, whatever. I was surprised. I like it when I'm proved wrong. Normally, when you actually have a longer barrel on a blaster, it tends to slow down the chronograph readings, but it didn't seem to actually do anything with the chronograph reading, so I'm kind of impressed with that. We were hitting 70s every now and then. We were in that 65 to 70 sweet zone, so I'm okay with this. I did notice that the first shot that was let out of the magazine was always slow. I wish that I had a reason for that. My best bet is that when you actually pull that lever back forward, it just doesn't load properly. I will tell you that this magazine, when you load 6 rounds into it, it's a really tight fit, so it doesn't spring up, kind of like the normal magazines that you use. Let me actually go ahead and show you what I mean here. So normally, when you actually put in 6 rounds, or when you load these up, you can still knock it down just a little bit. That does not happen with this magazine. For some reason, when you load 6, it stays there and it's firm to push down. It's almost as if you've overloaded the magazine, which normally would cause that either a jamming issue or for that first shot not to be fired properly. So I've got this feeling that with the magazine that comes with the blaster, it says it's made for 6, but in reality it was more designed for 5. I don't know. I'm not the designer. I can't confirm that. I would love to actually go ahead and run with this with an 18-round magazine or something larger, only because of the fact that that way we would be able to get more information. However, my reviews, I review with what comes in the box, not with additional magazines. So with the exception of the blasters where I am trying to see if they are cross-compatible because they are from different brands entirely. Now, is this blaster worth the price? At $19.99, I'm going to say that yes it is. And here's why. Even though it doesn't perform at Elite 2.0 standards or what I have seen or what I am capable of modding, this is a fun blaster. And that is what this is about. This is fun. You know, the priming action on it is great. It feels realistic to, you know, what exists in real life. I think that this is great for children. G-Rex, he's going to have a ball with this because it is something that is perfect for a left-handed child, and he is left-handed. It is very difficult to find left-handed things for people. So it's good. Is it worth the price that they were originally asking for it, which I think it was like in the mid-30 range? I don't know about that. That is definitely paying the Epic Games tax, but $19 for this, that's okay. $19, that is about $4 more than what I remember paying for my Recon back in the early 2000s. So in 2023, $19 is not bad. That is a value meal for 2 people. Look at it that way. So to be able to see my kid laugh and run and have fun with this, absolutely, it'd be a joy. I would love to spend that and not feel bad about it. Is it going to collect dust in the closet? I don't think so. I don't. I think that the actual action with it, that is enough to make it a unique blaster for them. Obviously, it's not a flywheel. However, when you are in the 8-year-old to 10-year-old range, this is fun. It's great. You get to play in real life like you're playing in one of your video games, because as much as there are adults that play Fortnite, let's just face it, we've all been owned by a 10-year-old in a Fortnite lobby before, who has told us that they like to have sex with our mother and that they banged our sister or our wives. Kids are vicious. At which point in time, I usually just tell them, hey, there's no such thing as the Easter Bunny, and just yell at them, but whatever. Anyways, the Fortnite culture aside, it's good. It's okay. Is this something that I would buy for myself as an adult? I mean, if I'm playing with kids, sure, because again, you know, I think the most that I got out of this was 73, maybe 74 feet per second, and that's not going to hurt anything. So there's that. The accuracy, it is what it is. You know, you are shooting standard Nerf Elite darts here, which, to quote a phrase, you couldn't hit a broadside of the barn with that thing. Yeah, I mean, Elite darts, they're bad. However, if you were to load in some waffle-headed darts here, you should be fine. I would recommend probably the Dart Zone Rubies, only because of the fact that they not only are more accurate, but they also go farther. I can tell you, you didn't see it on camera, but I did load bamboo darts in here. It does not go any faster. Actually, with the bamboo darts, I believe that it went right around that 60 to 65 range. So bamboo darts are faster, only on certain blasters. Hey, that rhymes. Anyways, I want to go ahead and actually thank you all for watching Secondhand Blasters. Before I do let you go, I want to remind you, we are so close to hitting that 100 subscription mark. Hopefully within the next couple of weeks we will, but when we do, we are going to be giving away one of those blasters for free. I do have a few of them that are new in box. You can watch my previous videos so you can find out which ones they are. I don't feel like repeating myself. When that 100 mark hits, I'm going to launch a video, just something fun celebrating it. And that's going to be your moment to go ahead and actually shoot me an email. You can see that on the bottom of the screen whenever I do my transitions, which is blastersrevisited@gmail.com. And that's going to be your code to enter. And when I select somebody, I'm actually going to reach out back to you and say, hey, you won. Which one do you want? And give me your address. So that way we can do that, and it will be a complete secret who wins. I will announce the winner in a follow-up video afterwards. So you don't know if you're going to win unless you enter. Again, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, keep on blasting.